This Army vet said he was the victim of a vicious beating that sparked outrage across Metro Detroit.
But now the Wayne County prosecutor says he instigated a fight with 3 men at a Westland 7-Eleven.
You will recall these photos of Adam Wagner after that incident and the interview he gave 7 Action News just a few days ago.
They were both just pounding on my head, and then they started kicking me right in the face.
Well, now prosecutors say the 3 men involved actually tried to get away from Wagner.
7 Action News reporter Jeff Vaughn is live in Westland. Jeff, you talked with Wagner tonight. What's he saying?
We did, Dave. He is disappointed. He tells me he didn't come to the 7-Eleven looking for a fight, but he ended up in the hospital badly beaten.
This is 25-year-old Adam Wagner in the hospital with a concussion, a broken nose, and 12 stitches to his mouth, after he says 3 men beat him after a verbal exchange at this Westland 7-Eleven on Vinoy, April 3rd. Here's Adam today in his apartment nursing his wounds, but still stinging from the Wayne County prosecutor's decision to not charge the 3 men, saying their actions were not a crime.
Disappointed because, you know, I know in my heart exactly what happened that night, and so do those 3.
Wagner says the men were harassing the clerk, and when he went up to pay for his items, they noticed his military ID and began harassing him, using racial and homophobic slurs towards military members.
I was upset by that because my best friend in the Army was black, and great friend to me, was there for me at every terrible moment that there is in the Army.
Once in the parking lot, Wagner says the men approached him, and he threw the first punch.
What am I going to do? Sit there and take a punch? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm going to defend myself.
But what happened next has prosecutor Kim Worthy calling Wagner the only aggressor, saying in a statement the former private first class pursued the men and could have ended the situation when the men fled.
I just followed them. I kept a good distance between me and them, and they didn't like that.
Wagner served with the 101st Infantry and saw combat in Afghanistan.
Is there any sort of post-traumatic stress disorder issue that you have?
I haven't been diagnosed, and I'm not one to diagnose myself. You bring some things back with you, but is it to me, you know, to go up to a convenience store and start a fight with just 3 random people? I don't think so.
Since the incident, Wagner says people have added insult to his injuries by calling him a disgrace to the military.
I think that they would be disappointed if I was running around like I was Rambo. You know, but I am not, and I don't do that.
Well, Adam tells me that he wants to put all of this behind him. He wants to concentrate on becoming a special education teacher. But first, it's back to the VA hospital next week to make sure he doesn't have any permanent damage. Live in Westland, Jeff Vaughn, 7 Action News.